So hello everyone, Mari Lewis here, Miss Senior California USA 2020. Well, as of today, it is exactly 2 weeks to pageant. I went from 3 months down to 2 weeks, and I'm sorry, I'm still not ready. I gotta admit that Murphy has been throwing everything he's got at us senior queens, trying to get together so that we can pull this pageant off this year. But you know what? For everything he's been throwing at us, we just keep coming. Anyway, so I'm trying to get the final preparations all done. Yeah, from rehearsal to garments and clothes and all the other stuff that you're trying to make sure that, I don't know, you're just trying. So I'm packing because I'm going to be packing for 10 straight days because I'm going to throw things out. I'm going to find something that should go in there, something that should look better, yada yada. So, but the one thing I wanted to talk about on this particular road to pageant here is the fact that, yes, it's still COVID-19, okay? The pageant date is October 8th, all right? Except 2 weeks. So we have been told very much so that we need to be very flexible. Things change, things come up. It's a new world, all right? And we are here to make sure that everybody understands to make the transition. We have to be nice to one another. We have to be patient with one another. And it's hard. And it's one of those particular type of situations where it's across the board. It makes no difference your age, your situation, how much money you got in the bank, how many shoes you own, how many toys you have. Excuse me, how many toys you have. It's just that we're all in this together. And more so trying to pull this pageant up. It's going to be a bare bones pageant. It's still going to be more virtual than it is a live audience because it is still COVID and we want to make sure we don't get shut down. So one of the things I said that I was talking to people about, and that is the mask. Now, we will be given masks and sanitizer and all the other things that we need to have to make us COVID compliant. But for me, being compliant with the mask, it isn't just about this. It's also about what's up here. All right? I wear the mask. Let's face it. It's one of the few things that I'm required to wear that don't cost me nothing. It's no strain off my back. It doesn't mean that I have to put part of my paycheck away or anything. I just wear this mask and I can be compliant. I can go to the grocery store, things like that. I can get my medicals done. But for those of us, there's some of us, this is quite a challenge. So with the queens, we are going to have masks given to us. We're going to have masks that are compliant. We're going to have our sanitizer. We're going to do our social distancing. We're going to do everything that's compliant because that is part of our generation. We do what is required for the whole. All right. So let's talk about masks. When COVID hit in March, my group, my tribe, my community, my cosplay group, my costuming group, there were no masks to be had. And it was a thing, you had to wear them, but there were none to be had. So we sew, okay? Some of us have more than one sewing machine. I have one, but I do know a couple of people that have like 5, 7 sewing machines, sergers, all sorts like that. We got a pattern that I think was based in 1930s that is used today. And really, I was surprised at how easy it is to sew that mask. And we started making them for seniors and for people who were working in the medical industry, and they were still working in the hospitals and senior centers and places like that. And we were doing it for free because we had bolts of fabric. It was getting hard to get fabric, but most of us had our stashes of fabric, most cotton blends and things of that nature. So we made them compliant, but we also made them fun. If you've got to wear the mask, hey, you may as well enjoy having this piece of fabric across your face, all right? Well, one of my favorite masks, well, when we started making them, really it was a thing of trying to be absolutely safe for the people who were working in the industry. So this was when we started using colorful patterns. Okay, so this was one of those masks, but the beauty of it is this one was also reversible, but it also has a pocket in it that we would make so that you could put additional filters into it. And then we would give you the elastics, because even elastic was hard to get between March and May. Oh, it's really amazing. And you will make it to the, and there it is. And you are compliant. Easy to breathe. You still got your filtering, okay? Still talk through it. As it came down, after a while, we started looking at the fact that there's no Comic-Con, but we still want to do our Comic-Con stuff. So for me, I got a lot of masks that I made that part of my Comic-Con, but this was like my favorite here. Oh, what have I got here? Oh, gotta take that off. So this was a favorite that a friend made for me because it's Black Panther. Let's see what I'll say. Black Panther. Can you see there? Oh yes, isn't it cool? But it also has the pocket for the filter so that I can be totally fun-loving, compliant, and safe. All right. The thing about the mask and about being compliant is also you have to remember that a lot of people have different comfort zones. All right. That's what I call it, a comfort zone. My comfort zone is very flexible. I'm going to do what I am required to do to be safe out there, to have people comfortable around me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Now, that doesn't mean that that same comfort zone is for someone over here. It may be different. For someone over there, it may be different. As long as you're still trying, you have to give people their space. There's no getting stressed over the fact that they're not wearing a certain type of mask, or they're not wearing a mask at all, or they're outside, they're inside. My thing, this is just me. I'm going to wear what I need to wear for my comfort zone, for my safety, and also for your comfort zone, because you're still going to be expecting me to wear everything that needs to be worn to keep you safe. That's basically where we are these days. And all you can do is just go, okay, just wear your mask. I'm good. I'm wearing my mask. If I have to walk 6 feet around you, or you walk 6 feet around me, that's just the way things are today. And going to Pageant, we've got to be even more aware of that. But as I'm packing, and I realize, okay, I'm going to have to go into my stash of masks now and decide what I'm going to wear. And it started me going on a thing about, there's a lot of different types of masks out there. Now, you can be the person that's wearing the type of mask that we make, which again, they're compliant. They capture everything. Your breathing is fine. If you need more than that, then yeah, you can get that NZ95 thing, or you can get this one over here. That's the da-da-da-da-da. Whatever is your comfort zone, do it. Be proud of it. Be happy about it. But don't criticize another one just because they're not wearing it, but they still are wearing what is compliant. That's where I am. As long as it's compliant, you could wear a sock. Hopefully it's a clean sock. A sock, as long as you're trying, okay? So, let me show you some of the masks that are out there that I like them, but there are a couple that, they may try your comfort zone. This is one of my favorites. Where'd it go? Here it is. Of course, it fell on the floor. Okay, this is one of the masks that I make. I got my little leopard. Oh, it falls in there, and as you can tell, it sparkles. I can't see really a lot of sparkle here, but it sparkles, and that what makes me happy right there. Okay, so I've got my sparkle mask that I can put extra filters in and be safe and keep a comfort zone for people around me. Then I came across things like, all right, we also have these wonderful masks, which we've all seen them. It's a face shield. Now, the thing about the face shield is that there are some places that will let you in with the face shield, just the face shield, but there are some that are going to be requiring that you wear the face shield and the mask. Okay, whatever helps their comfort zone. That's and compliant. If you're in a store and they say you still have to wear that mask, they're doing this so that the store doesn't get shut down and people lose the service. Okay, so I'm not going to get upset if somebody sees me walk in with this. Okay, And then they tell me, oh, you also have to have a mask. I'm sorry, ma'am, you also need to have a mask on. Well, I'm going to have extra masks in my purse or in my car, something like that. And I'll just go ahead and put a mask, all right? But this is kind of humdrum. That's from my comfort zone. Let me show you my comfort zone. Here we go, baby. Yeah, honey. Let me see something get through this. Oh, yeah. Da-da-da. And I would still wear my mask underneath it if required. This thing's heavy. You can't see it, but hey, I'm wearing a mask underneath it too. So I have the comfort zone all covered, all right? And I love this. It's just so much fun. It was so much fun just doing this. You get Pepsi on one side and chocolate chip cookies on the other side. Glue and rhinestones. Oh, yeah. Anyhow, so that's that mask. But I have friends that I have talked about this mask and just said, it's okay. If I can get in with this, I'll wear this. If they say I have to have another mask. But I have some friends that it is so against their comfort zone to see someone walking in with this. Well, really, with this. It is so against their comfort zone to the point where I actually had a dear friend tell me that if she saw someone who walked in with this, she didn't care if they were 6 feet away or if they were half a mile away. She would get over to them and she would end them. That's kind of the word she used. I'll just end them because this is serious stuff. Well, yes, it is. But, it's a face shield. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent, but it's still a face shield. But, now, that's just me. I'm real happy with whatever people decide to do as long as they're still compliant. But I have to admit, I found a mask today that at first I thought, oh, that's rather interesting. Ooh, I'd like to try that one out. And I even said I might bling it. So I brought it home. I tried it on. And all I could do was laugh. That's really all I could do was just laugh. It is called, I have the paperwork here. Gosh darn it. The paperwork was just, oh, here it is. The paperwork is just as much fun. Now, this is what I saw. This is what was in the store. It's called a mouth shield. And look at that. It still goes over the nose. It looks like it goes, pretty far back in the back. Your eyes are clear. You can still clear. Of course, if you sneeze or cough or something, you're going to get spit all over the inside of it. But again, I'll probably bling it, so what the hell? So I said, okay, let me try this. So I brought it home, and I put it on, and I sat and I looked at it, and that's when I said, I got to do a video about this one. Hold on. Oh, yes. Getting it on is very simple. And there you are. Just as simple. It just goes there, and it just goes there. And it has this thing on your chin. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. As you can see, it's just at the bridge of the nose. All right. This mask really does. It hurts my calm. I got to admit. If I see somebody wearing this one, yeah, my calm would be so disturbed. Because as long as you keep your mouth shut, it's kind of up there. But as you can see, Mommy talks. Mommy bends down and does things. I was going, how is this compliant? I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent, but this so disturbs my calm. So, I said if I just want to put an outfit together for this, that I probably wear to Comic-Con, or I don't know. It could be pretty space age. I'm trying to think maybe you could do something else with it. Something like up here. Well, I don't know. Maybe it could be a little mini crown. But I will tell you, if I see you wear this, I won't end you because that's just not the way I do it. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to talk about you so bad. So, anyway, you got to be flexible. You got to take it with a bit of humor. Because there's going to be somebody going to be wearing that. I just know it. And be wondering why they can't get in the store. Why they can't go anywhere. But that's it, getting ready for pageant. You know, 'cause I've got to pack stuff like this, not knowing what is or is not going to be acceptable or how much I have to wear. I know the pageant is going to be providing us with what we need, but again, you know, we're doing a lot of things for the pageant, and everybody has a different comfort zone. And I'm basically trying to pack so that technically I can comply with everyone's comfort zone, including the ones that are mandated by the government. So that's it right now. This is Mari Lewis, Miss Senior California, USA 2020, trying to get ready 10 days out or 2 weeks out from pageant. And this is just part of what I'm going through. You should see the stuff I had to go through trying to figure out what shoes I want to take. That's a whole different video. All right. I really talked too much. I didn't expect it to be this long. I'm sorry. I'll try to shut up. So you take care. Smiles and sunshine, everyone.